small part of the typical life of a college student. Each person has their own routine, eats in the campus cafeteria maybe 3 times a day, and studies something different. With so many options, though, how should one go about choosing their major? It's pretty simple, actually. What's best is starting with the person's interests and going from there. If one of those interests is science, biology may be a possible major for you. At Mount Mercy University, biology majors find enjoyment and reward in their major. For a little reassurance, see for yourself.
I chose a biology major because I've always wanted to work in the health field since I was younger. Growing up watching the hospital shows and the ER shows really piqued my interest. I really knew I wanted to work in the biology field once I started volunteering at St. Luke's Hospital my junior year. It really opened my eyes and gave me a hands-on experience. At the end of my freshman year, the biology major was definitely more challenging than what I expected. But the professors did a great job in explaining the material and making sure we understood the concept. They really wanted us to succeed, which made me feel a lot more comfortable continuing with this major. I do feel more sure about majoring in biology after my freshman year because it is what I truly want to do and I know it will challenge me to do my best.
So how did I choose to be a biology major? So when I was in high school, I was involved in a lot of sports and I got hurt a lot, so I was always going to the physical therapist, and I thought they just were the coolest people in the world and had the coolest jobs in the world. So I came to Mount Mercy and I went to my advisor and I said, I want to be a physical therapist, what do I do? They said, well, you got to be a biology major, and that's how I ended up with my major. Now, biology is a very wide and diverse field, and I encourage you, if you do choose it as a major, to explore all of it through shadowing, volunteering, things like that. So I did a lot of shadowing, physical therapy shadowing, and it really wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I ended up switching my career plans. I'm still a biology major, but I didn't really like physical therapy, so I got into research, did research for a while, loved research, decided it wasn't the career for me, did some more shadowing, did some more volunteering, and then got into medicine. So basically now I'm a pre-med biology major, one of those kids. So right now I'm trying to choose between 2 different medical schools, so I was accepted and I'm very grateful for that. Getting into medical school is a very long, difficult journey, and it's very competitive. About 7,500 students apply to the University of Iowa, which is one of the schools I'm looking at, and they accept about 150, so it is very competitive. And there's absolutely no way I would have been able to do it without the help of everyone here in the department. My friends, my teachers, mentors, everyone. For example, Dr. Wynn is one of our chemistry professors here. Last summer when I was working on my application and studying for the MCAT, which is the admission test you have to take, I would text him questions at 11 o'clock at night, and he would call me and give me advice and help. So just things like that, knowing that I can do that. And so the professors here they're not just my professors, they're also my friends, which was very helpful. So if I could give advice to anyone who's thinking about going into biology or anything related to sciences, there'd be 2 things. The first thing was make sure you explore everything. I mentioned earlier, biology is a very diverse and wide field. There's so many things. I switched multiple times, and there's great things in each section of the major. And then the second piece of advice is when you're exploring, if you find something that piques your interest, go for it. If you want to go to school, become a doctor, and then your sophomore year you see something else that you think would be better, don't feel like you have to stay with that, even if you're going to stay next year. I never had to switch majors, but I did have to switch up my classes and schedule and stuff. But that's okay. If you have to go an extra semester or an extra year, that's fine. It's only 1 more year out of your life where you're going to be working for probably 40, maybe 50 years. So make sure you take the time now, find out what you like, and explore everything.
If you are thinking biology as a college major, there is proof and reassurance from 2 Mount Mercy University students, freshman and senior, that simply following your interests is best. Hospital job shadowing and volunteering are great ways to find your interests. Along with that, you can set up a meeting with the institution's admissions counselors to talk about your options in college. And once you find and confirm those interests, you could live on a college campus in a dorm room residence hall, possibly at Mount Mercy University in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.